Very good morning, dear children. Jai Swaminarayan. So, welcome back to Atmiya Green School Jadeshwar branch, and this is your English class. So, children, you have already finished with your periodic test 1, and we have completed unit 1. Today, we will start with unit 2. Now, unit 2 is based on nurturing nature. Nurturing nature means you need to take care of your nature. You need to take care of the nature by protecting it, by taking care of it. So today we are going to start with a lesson named A Day in the Country. Now this lesson has been written by Anton Chekhov. Now Anton Chekhov was a Russian playwright and short story writer who is considered to be among the greatest writers of short fiction in history. So children, we are going to do the stories totally based on nature. So in 1888, Chekhov was awarded the Pushkin's Prize, and the very next year he was elected as a member of the Society of Lovers of Russian Literature. The Pushkin Prize was established in 1881 by the Russian Academy of Sciences to honor one of the greatest Russian poets, Alexander Pushkin. The prize was awarded to Russians who achieved the highest standards of literary excellence. So this is a story, a lesson about two children and a cobbler named Terenti who teaches them valuable lessons about nature. No matter how much ever we know about the nature, still there is so much scope for us to learn about the nature, because nature is more than just a place we can visit during our holidays or weekends. Nature is the art of God. Nature is gift from God to the mankind. So we must explore its magnificent diversity. This story is set in a Russian village where the children live in huts. They work in the kitchen gardens, vegetable plots, and in the fields. So this story is about the two children who live in a Russian village. There is a community barn where they store their corn. There are three main characters in this story. They are Terenti, the cobbler, Fyokla, a little girl and sister of Danilka, and then we have Danilka, the brother of Fyokla. So these are the three characters in this story. The two children, Fyokla and Danilka, are orphans and beggars. They live near the community barn. So the children are orphans means they do not have mother and father. They are orphans. They don't have anyone whom they could be taken care of. Fyokla was 6-year-old and Danilka was 8-year-old boy with red hair and pale, sickly face. Now Terenti is a tall old man with a thin pock-marked face, very long legs and bare feet, and he is dressed in a woman's tattered jacket. So these are the description which was given of the three characters. Now there is going to be a storm in the village. Big clouds cover the sun. Lightning flashes. As we all know, the lightning occurs during a storm. In fact, it is usually followed by a thunder. The wind blows heavily, bends the trees and stirs up the dust. It is going to rain. So you all are knowing, we all are facing the rainy season. You all are experiencing the rainy season and what happens during the rainy season. So we can understand that the first paragraph of the lesson is depicting the nature, okay, the weather of the weather when this story has taken place. On the same day, the children Fiokla and Danilka go to a nearby forest. They see cuckoo's eggs in a hole of a tree. When Fiokla asks for the eggs, Danilka, what does he do? He puts his hand into the hole to get the egg out of the hole for his little sister Fiokla. Okay. Then what happens? Unfortunately, his hands get stuck in the hole and he can't take it out. And then Fiokla, seeing all these things, she gets scared, and then she comes running into the village in search of Terenti, who could help the boy get his hand out of the tree. So she gets scared, and then she searches for Terenti. Then she keeps on asking everyone she meets on the way about Terenti, but then no one seems to be willing to answer. They take no notice of her as they are busy taking shelter from the approaching storm. So no one was listening to her, no one was giving an ear to her words. Now at last she meets Silenti, the sacristan, who is a friend of Terenti. Then he says that Terenti is in the kitchen garden. So if you are searching for Terenti, you need not go here and there. You go to the kitchen garden and he'll be there. So you can approach to him and you can talk to him. Whatever you want to tell him, you can tell him. So he is there in the kitchen garden and you can go there and stops asking to people about Terenti. Then she runs towards the kitchen garden and then she finds him standing near the vegetable plots. Then he was looking drowsy and he was swayed in the wind like a songbird with a straight beak. So he was standing there, and this was a description given about him. Now the little girl grabs his coat and then asks him to come along with her to help her brother out. And then what she does, goes to the Terenti and then she grabs his coat, okay, and grabs his coat, and then she says, tells him to help her out. She asks for the help. When Terenti asks about what happened to her brother, she tells him how Danilka's hand got stuck into the hole in a tree. And which tree was that? It was a lime tree. So in the picture you can see Terenti gets so upset and he rushes out to help the little boy. He loves children, okay. So as soon as when he hears the story, then he starts walking fast, and then Fiokla can hardly keep the pace with him and she starts running behind him. The forest is about half a mile and a half away from the kitchen garden. So he says that it grows dark because of the big clouds in the sky and they should make it fast. Now when it starts raining, the little girl gets scared. Now when they start walking, you can see in the picture it's raining. So the little girl gets scared because she was getting wet. So she starts getting scared. So he says that you need not worry. And he tells her that the trees are fed by the rain, and the little girl is taught not to be worried even if they get soaked in the rain, because soon after the clouds disappear, they shall be dry again, just as the grass and the earth. So this is how he makes her understand about the nature. By saying there is the same sun for us all, Terenti refers to the nature which has no favoritism. Okay, so this is how he makes her understand about the nature. While walking through the forest through a rainstorm, there is a big flash of lightning which is followed by a loud thunder. There is a loud thunder followed by a lightning. It seems to Fiokla as if the lightning splitting the sky and is going to come over her. So she gets more scared, and this time Fiokla is even more scared. Then Terenti tries to pacify her, tries to control her, tries to make her understand by saying that it won't hurt a little girl like her. Then Terenti hurries towards down the road with long strides. Then he starts walking fast, but then he could not walk fast because his feet was covered with lumps of heavy wet clay. You can see his feet, and it is slippery and difficult to walk. He stumbles over stumps and that makes his pace slow. and then at last they go into the count's copse. And then now you can see there in the picture, the Fiocla points to Danilka, who stands there against the tree, looking sideways at the sky. Hearing footsteps and seeing the cobbler, Danilka gives a sickly smile. So in the picture you can see this is how Danilka gives a smile seeing Terenti, and you can see Terenti helps the boy by snapping off the broken piece of wood from the edge of the hole and pulling his hand out of the hole. Okay, so this is how Terenti helps the little boy. Now rubbing his hand, red and crushed hand, Danilka asks Terenti about what makes it thunder. Then Terenti also doesn't mind answering his questions, and he says this happens when one cloud runs against the other cloud, and then there is a thunder. Then they come out of the copse. On their way back, they see lot of things. Now they come out of that copse, and then while moving they see lots of things. Now when they see lots of things, these children, they are very curious, and they keep on asking questions to Terenti. Danilka tells him about the ducks which flew by there the other day. Okay, and then Danilka asks Fiocla if she wants him to show her the nightingale's nest, but Terenti prevents them from touching the nest in order not to disturb the bird, who has had a voice given in his throat to praise God and gladden the heart of man. Okay, so Terenti tells them not to disturb the birds. Gradually the clouds disappear. They see a bright patch of blue in the sky. That means now they are able to see the beauty in nature. Now they walk through the fields towards the river. Now it had stopped raining, and they start walking through the fields towards the nature. Now Danilka points to the swamp of bees on a branch of young oak tree. Now Danilka points out towards a swamp of bees, like there is a hive, and he points to the swamp of bees. Now Terenti tells them about that swamp of bees, that it could be settled by water. He teaches them that bees basically hide out in the beehive when it rains hard. Okay, when it rains hard, they hide themselves into the beehive, because if the raindrops are really big, and they can break a bee's wing. Okay, that is how he makes them understand. He tells them that when the bees are settled, they can even take the hive, they can take the honey, and then they settle in the beehive. Okay, now Danilka looks at his sister's neck and notices a big swelling on it. Now there was a big swelling on her neck. Okay, Terenti laughs looking at Fiocla rubbing her neck vigorously, and then he tells that there is no threatening clouds. The sun is shining brightly. They are walking through the fields, and then Terenti shows them the plants and the flowers that spread the fragrance. Now he tells them about the herbs which is used to cure nose bleeding. Okay, Terenti is a very talented and wise person. He knows many things about the nature, and he keeps on telling the children. Then the children watch a train passing by the village. They ask Terenti how could a train run without the help of horses. He says that the train produces the pulling power through a steam engine. He explains them that the trains are fueled by burning material like coal, wood or oil to produce steam. They cross the railway line and walk through the fields aimlessly. Now the children never stop asking doubts. Terenti loves the children, so he clarifies all the doubts of the children very patiently. Now Terenti is a knowledgeable man, as I told you. Now he knows how the diseases can be cured. Looking at the sunset or the moon and the birds, he can tell the sort of weather it would be the next day. Okay, so this is how Terenti made the children understand about the nature. Now Terenti knows the names of all the wildflowers and stones and animals. He knows everything, and he is very talented, and he is a wise person. Not only Terenti, all the villagers are wise as Terenti is. Okay, although though they are not literate, they have learned all these things from their experiences with nature, and nature is their teacher. It is spring season, being washed by the rain. The trees and fields are looking fresher and greener. You can also see outside. When you see outside, the environment is very like it's green, and it is very fresh, and you feel very nice also when you see the nature after it rains. Okay, the fields are so pleasant with full of fragrance. We all know being in nature reduces our anxiety and stress, and like we feel very happy. Okay, now the two of them, and the cobbler and the boy, they walk about the fields, talking unceasingly and tirelessly, and they keep on talking about nature, and they keep on talking about all the things they see on the way. They are engrossed in their talk so much that they start ignoring the little girl. She was tired, she was not able to walk, and they start ignoring her because they are totally engrossed in their talks about nature. Towards midday, they take a walk along the river. Now they stop near the riverside, and they sit over there, and then they eat the bread which Danilka had brought in his bag. Now after eating the bread, Terenti goes off to sleep. He says a prayer, and then he falls asleep. But the boy could not sleep. He keeps on thinking about everything he has seen through on his way: the storm, the bees, the ants, the train, fishes in the river. Then he keeps on thinking about their appearances and the sizes, and the many things were coming into his mind. Now they wander in the fields all the day till it gets dark. Now till it becomes dark, till it like it is evening, they keep on wandering in the fields all the day, and then they enjoyed spending the time with the nature and learning many things from Terenti. This is how they had spent a day in the country. Now they return to the village by late evening. Terenti, leaving the children at community barn, he goes back to tavern, that is the inn. The children lie down on the straw. Fiocla falls asleep. You can see in the picture, she falls asleep as soon as they reach the community barn, and then because she is tired, she is a little girl, so she felt she was tired, and she fell off to sleep. Okay, then the boy does not sleep at all. He keeps on thinking about the things which he had seen throughout the day. Danilka is excited and exhausted after long hours of thinking. He is going through a brain strain. He doesn't know why he is thinking so deeply. Fiocla is too young to explain what's happening to him, so he didn't know whom he could share his experiences with, and his thinking, like whatever he was thinking, he didn't know how to share his feeling, and with whom he could share his feelings. Okay, so he was going on thinking about it, and then he fell asleep. Now Terenti comes back after the children fall asleep. He puts the bread under their heads and prays for them. It shows how much love he has for the children. Though they are not his own children, he is so fond of them. He always does the best for those children. His love for the children is unconditional, just as the understood the lesson, A Day in the Country. Danilka and Fiokla were two little children who were not knowing many things about the nature. So Terenti, through this story, made the children understand about the nature and what are the things which we see in the nature, how they are helpful and how they should be taken care of. So this is all we have come to know through this story, A Day in the Country. Nature is God's gift, so we need to take care of it very nicely, very carefully. So how we take care of ourselves, we need to take care of the nature, as nature is a gift from God. Okay, so it is a big gift that has been given from God to the mankind, so we need to take care of it. So this is what we get the message from the lesson, A Day in the Country, written by Anton Chekhov. Okay children, so we'll end the class over here today. But before ending the class, I would give a gentle reminder to all of you again. As you all are aware, the pandemic situation is still existing. It is still going on. So we need to take care of ourselves and we should be safe at home. Please do not go out of your house until and unless it is not necessary. And if you are moving out, please wear a mask and then wear gloves and then sanitize yourself whenever you are out at regular intervals. Okay, and when you are at home, please wash your hands properly, okay, with soap, and be at home. Do not go out of the home until and unless it is not required. Okay, so be at home, take care of yourself, be safe, stay home. Thank you children, bye bye.